Hello, welcome back to Impact Live Reactions. Yes, I finally managed to get a link this week so we can watch Impact, which I've missed for a few weeks. Since April. Literally 2 months of fucking Impact we missed because I can't find the link. Let's take them socks off. Yeah, I don't know, kind of. Oh, hello, Triggered! Because I didn't know if it would. Hello, Blaze. Let's just open that. Stop. Just stop. I can piss off. Hey, Thominator. We're just gonna turn this into a vortex. Close that. Yeah, let's just start back.
We kick off the night with the World Tag Team titles on the line. Santana and Ortiz can't thank King for this opportunity.
And this to me is the old LAX. If you step to them, you're gonna pay the price.
LAX looking for the street sweeper.
That's it, that'll be all.
We have new World Tag Team champions.
Oh, good.
We did it.
We got him back, bro. We got him back.
Yo, King, you and me need to talk. You know, a lot of things ain't making sense to me, King. A lot of things ain't making sense to me. You wouldn't happen to know who did this.
No, I don't, but I got all 5 boroughs looking.
Not my fault. It wasn't my Alicia.
What I want is to show the world the machine is no match for the monster.
Oh, it's Congo Kong.
Promise was made to me by Impact Management that if I could defeat Taya tonight, they would give me one more opportunity to make a moment for myself. At Slammiversary, Madison Rain is going to slay the undead bride.
Jesus, Madison Rain, when did you achieve it?
I want to turn this industry upside down. And I want to dive bomb it on its head and see where the pieces fall. Because I am the new beginning.
Up and down goes Jake Christ. Sammy Callahan is all
Yeah, me
over
too,
Pentagon.
Dominator. Do I watch this when I haven't? When does the new series start? I might add it to my weekly wrestling shows.
God. He's tearing at the mask. He's trying to get the mask off, Josh.
Don, Sammy Callahan's the most disrespectful wrestler on the planet. For the first time ever, Impact Wrestling emanates from Windsor, Ontario. Welcome to a sold-out St. Clair College. Ladies and gentlemen, help me introduce to you Madison Rain. We found out last week that Madison Rain, a 5-time Knockouts champion, is heading to Slammiversary live on pay-per-view Sunday, July 22nd in Toronto to challenge Su Yung for the Knockouts Championship. As we check in on commentary, Josh Matthews alongside Don Callis. Don, a great time to be a part of Impact Wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. I'm totally pumped. We're here in Windsor.
I was Madison Rain, have to say.
This has been the most exciting return for me to Impact Wrestling thus far in my career. But I've said this before, this time back, division. But everybody knows in this business things change quickly. And it didn't take long for me to put myself right back in this ring.
So what have you been up to, Dominator, anyway, mate?
And since that first moment that I stepped back into this ring, creating moments is exactly what I've been doing. I created one when I defeated Tessa Blanchard.
I would definitely prefer SmackDown, mate. Massively prefer SmackDown every week.
And I created
Hey, Corey.
when I defeated Curry. And
How are you,
on
mate?
July 22nd in Toronto at Slammiversary, I have an opportunity to create a moment for myself.
Oh, sure, mate. Can everyone go check out massive shout out to Corey Lush's friend Gary. Corey is a fantastic guy, so I can imagine Gary is just as amazing.
Honest,
yeah, me too, Dominator. Hello, Galen.
She got inside my head. She spooked.
Yes, I don't watch much Impact anyway myself, mate, but
maybe
I found a link this week, so we'll check it out.
Put Rosemary in a coffin.
Also, massive shout out to
Rosemary
Corey's
since
friend
then.
Steve. How are you, Steve? Amazing guy, I can imagine.
Ellie in a coffin and became Knockouts champion, and we haven't
Callum,
seen
stick
Ellie
around.
since then.
Watch Impact with us. Hey, Greg.
But then
Yes, I
got to
do.
thinking,
How have
and
you
then
been,
I
mate?
went
It's been a
home last
while.
week, and I told my daughter not to be afraid of monsters. That there's nothing under the bed and there's nothing in the closet for her to be afraid of.
Okay, Lucha Underground is Friday.
So what kind of mother and what kind of an inspiration would I be if I ran from a monster?
I'm very good, mate. There you go.
So Sue Young at Slammiversary, you're not getting the stay-at-home mom.
Just watch
You're
out
getting
for
Madison
ghosties in the
Rain,
comments.
The 5-time Knockouts champion.
This is not scheduled, Don.
Who the hell?
This is Tessa Blanchard. She's not scheduled to be out here.
No problem,
Tessa
though.
looks great, Josh.
Let me just double check that link works.
Tessa just does whatever she wants.
Yeah, it does. Shall we check out Lucha Underground after this, guys?
A few weeks ago on Impact, in a shocking upset, Madison Rain was
What do
able
you
to
What do you think?
defeat
What should
Tessa.
Lucha
That
Underground
hasn't
after?
sat well with this third-generation knockout ever since.
How long is Lucha Underground?
Madison, you've got to be kidding me, right? This has to be a joke. You know, I was in the back listening, and I was waiting for the punchline, and I was waiting,
Damn.
and I was waiting.
Nice, Dominator.
Honestly, you've got to
Half
be kidding
past
me.
11 here.
This is hilarious.
Management.
It's 45 minutes
At Slammiversary, you're
for a
competing
Lucha
for the
Underground
Knockouts
episode.
Championship.
So yeah, screw it.
Well, maybe, Madison, if you were competing
What
for, like,
what's Lucha Underground
Mother of
after?
the Year or something, you know, you might have that one in the bag. You know, I don't know what kind of mother you are, but I do know what kind of wrestler you are. And quite frankly, Madison, it's not 2011 anymore. Wake up, sweetheart. You're not the best
New
here
management.
because
Take care of the
I am.
gauntlet.
Wow.
And really, it's cute. You know, you sit out here, you talk about creating moments, and you're so blessed for the resurgence of your career, and you're so honored all these people are paying attention to you. And
Ultimo
honestly,
Bala Bala.
it's heartwarming.
So there we go. We'll watch Lucha Underground after this.
Holding that Knockouts championship means that you're the best. Need I remind you who I am? I am the third-generation wrestler. I have been in this business since before I was born. I am the diamond of professional wrestling.
All right, Tessa. First of all,
Matt or Bray?
there's
Matt.
no joke,
I love
there's
Matt.
no punchline.
it. We'll check out this and we'll watch an episode of Lucha Underground. I feel like just a wrestling night tonight.
Who Tessa Blanchard is. She tells us all who she is. And Tessa, you're coming out here and you're telling me all these things that I am and that I'm not, but see, you're forgetting one bullet point on my resume. What's that? I'm the one who pinned you in this ring at Under Pressure. And if you're out here right now because you need
Hey, Josh, how are you, mate?
That was a fluke, Madison, and you know it.
If you need a reminder of who I am, I have no problem giving you one.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Bunton. I've got a link off the internet so I can watch it a bit earlier.
Just like we saw with a cheap shot.
Oh, massive shot by Tessa.
Tessa Blanchard leveling the former
Yeah, mate, it doesn't start for another hour and a half, so if you wanted to know what happens, you can watch these live reactions.
A lot of headlines here tonight, folks. That was obviously.
I just felt like watching it tonight.
Here on Impact Wrestling, we saw
We're going to check out Lucha Underground after this, and tomorrow I'm hoping we can check out Ring of Honor. I want to add more wrestling on.
An elbow right to the jaw.
I think that was Sue Young.
Straight from Tessa Blanchard. Things are certainly heating up, and we're just getting started here tonight. Fireworks on the first ever Impact Wrestling from St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, and we got more to come, folks. Plenty more to come. As Impact travels from one end of America to the other, we'll show you the extremely disturbing footage from Philadelphia involving Tommy Dreamer. Then we're going to LA to show you Sami Callihan and OVE as they continue their focus on Pentagon Jr. Also, Matt Sydal goes one-on-one with Desmond Xavier, and we'll hear from the #1 contender, Moose. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Baltimore, Maryland.
It's Rich fucking Swan.
168 pounds, Rich Swan.
I don't think so, Thorminator. To be honest, how the story's playing out, it sounds like Brock doesn't think anyone's good enough for him. So I don't even think there is a #1 contender match.
He's incredible. What a great get for Impact Wrestling. The athleticism, the charisma. Rich Swan's a star.
Well, we have Rich Swan. Who's he facing? Sorry, I don't know any of the things or anything. Ah, there's this guy.
Introducing his opponent from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing 250 pounds.
Let's hope. I
Tom and
hope.
chatter about Trevor Lee.
Trevor
He's
Lee
a former
versus
three-time
Rich
X Division
Swan.
champion.
Yeah, I
Many
liked
people
Rich.
are starting to
I don't know
whisper
why he
that
got. I
Trevor
don't know why they let him go.
perhaps
He
has
didn't even
become
get
a
charged with
stepping stone here at
anything.
Impact Wrestling. Would you
So,
agree with that statement?
No, I
to be
would
honest,
not.
I don't
In
get
fact,
why he
Trevor
left
Lee's
in
a
the
guy
first
who's the
place. It's
contrary.
ridiculous, but.
They told him early in his career, wear flashy
Oh,
tights.
yeah.
He did the opposite. They told him, shave your body for the business. He did the opposite. They told him, cut your hair, don't grow a beard. You're a good-looking kid. He did the opposite.
Yeah, I like
Trevor
Rich
Lee
too.
dances to his own tune. Can you do that, Josh?
Absolutely not.
You can't,
Great opening
but in the
contest
terms
here
of how
at
it
Impact
went
Wrestling
down, he
between
shouldn't have been
Trevor
let
Lee
go
and Rich
because there
Swan.
was no police incident and no charges formed. So therefore, there is no official, on paper, of this event actually happening.
But Rich Swann has been on the biggest stages in the world, all across the globe. He will
I get that. I do get the bad PR.
He'll intimidate you with that showmanship.
Rich Swann is such a unique and different kind
Jump
of
by
athlete.
Rich.
As he goes up and over. He's got the jump on Trevor Lee right now. As they
Where's William anyway, Greg? Because you normally come in with William.
Drop kick. From Rich Swann to Trevor Lee.
Down. Come on, Rich is going to fly.
Right into the sharks
of
Impact.
Wow. Lovely double backflip there by Rich.
One-on-one with Trevor Lee. This match continues right after this.
What the hell is his look, though?
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling.
He's half shaved his head.
St. Clair College. It is Rich Swann making his Impact debut.
Fair enough. So when you see him again, tell him I said hi.
Don, what are your initial thoughts on
Also, why is Mojo Rawley not wrestling lately?
He's going to need to stick and move.
I mean, he had that whole thing with No Way Jose. Is that going to go somewhere?
Between the shoulder blades for Rich Swann.
With kicks like that,
hashtag Mojo for Universal Champion. I mean, he's got to be better than Brock fucking Lesnar at this point.
Fans here in Canada and all over the world love Rich Swann, and such a unique individual. Don, I walked into the arena this morning. Rich Swann was there by himself playing acoustic guitar.
Really?
That was wild.
Multi-talented.
Perhaps we should get Rich Swann his own show on Global Wrestling Network. You can download and subscribe today. See your favorite stars from the past. See current episodes of Impact Wrestling available on Xbox, Apple TV.
You know what's the weird thing is? I have a global network wrestling, global wrestling
got
network.
The same haircut as me. The difference is he shaved his head to look like that. Nice skullet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that feud at least goes somewhere a little bit.
That's wild.
I'm liking it. Yeah, the weird thing is, I have the Global Wrestling Network. I haven't paid my subscription in literally months, and I can still access everything on it. But no money has gone out. I've literally checked. I've not been paying for it yet. I have all the access. I've cancelled my membership, but I don't pay for it, which is cool, by the way. Awesome, because I don't actually. I can just watch any TNA pay-per-view.
He's in need of representation.
He is. I wish the network, I wish the WWE network could do
the career of Trevor Lee, the leader of the Cult of Lee. As we get ready to head towards Toronto. Wow!
Ooh.
Huge backdrop.
I mentioned Slammiversary Toronto. You see it on the screens behind us. It all goes down in just a few weeks. The Rebel Complex in Toronto.
Best thing about this being taped, I can literally pause it. I'm going to be back in just 2 seconds. Back. Yep, let's just continue.
Packages available right now at
Sorry, I need my charging cable, which is downstairs.
Trevor Lee's like a vicious animal.
Yeah, pressing that tape index finger into the eye socket of Rich Swann. Highly illegal.
How do you think Trevor Lee would do on a reality show like Big Brother?
Well, he wouldn't get along with anyone, we know that. Not a lot of friends here in Impact Wrestling. Rich Swann now has been getting manhandled by the bigger Trevor Lee. And there, big right hand.
Rich Swann trying to fight out of the corner here, trying to stay alive against Trevor Lee. Major opportunity tonight for Rich Swann, and Don, we're just getting word that our main event tonight has just become official. After what we saw earlier between Tessa Blanchard and Madison Rayne, they're going to go one-on-one tonight in the main event.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Madison Rayne, not long Madison Rayne, but 5-time knockout champion Madison Rayne. Going to have her hands full tonight with Tessa.
Madison Rayne will meet Sue Young at Slammiversary for the Knockouts title. Schoolboy by Rich Swann and a kick out from Trevor Lee.
Trevor Lee dictating pace here.
Don, do you think that Trevor, as he goes for the cover here on Rich Swann, pops free at 2, should rely more on the strength advantage that he has over Swann in this match?
I think he needs to continue to rough Swann up. Keep the distance close. Don't create distance and let Swann start running the ropes. Then you get into big trouble. Trevor power.
Yeah, just a gut wrench. Sends Rich Swann all the way to the other side of the ring. Trevor has become a body guy, it seems. He looks to be obsessed with his physique. Rich Swann on the other side. Look at Rich Swann starting to speed things up here. Beautiful! Like a tilt-a-whirl into a hurricane run. I've never seen that before.
You're going to see a lot of things you've never seen before with Rich Swann in the house.
What will all night Rich Swann dial up here? Wow! Explosive offense from Rich Swann. Check this out. Super slow.
I don't know, Greg. I really don't have a clue what the hell is it with the haircut.
Rich Swann makes all of those things look easy. He's such an incredible athlete.
Look at Rich Swann into the dive. Trevor Lee down and somehow kicks out at 2.
This is what I was talking about. You don't want to let Rich Swann string a series of moves together.
It's his first match on Impact and he's already created a highlight reel.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I hope that Rich Swann is here for a long time.
I think he will be. If he keeps performing like this, for sure.
Okay.
Swann went up. Trevor Lee drives the boots right to the chest of Rich Swann.
That'll be all.
Welcome to Impact Wrestling, and Swann kicks out at 2. Trevor looks shell-shocked. Don, I thought it was over at that point.
Trevor should not be waiting here.
Trevor Lee trying to gather his wits about him in this match against Rich Swann. Swann counters.
Stiff right. Backhand.
Trevor Lee down. Rich Swann got caught there.
Walked into it.
Ah, fair enough.
Trevor Lee.
I don't know why half of it's shaved from like there.
Boom!
Massive kick by Swann.
And Rich Swann!
Ooh, literally reverse hurricane wrong.
And this might be close to the end for Trevor Lee.
That was gorgeous.
What do we got here?
Rich Swann on the second, twisting and turning into the body of Trevor Lee, and Rich Swann is off to a great start.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Rich Swann!
Thank you, Corey. I massively appreciate that,
The
mate.
spotlight on bright for Rich Swann here tonight.
What an electrifying start to our night here at St. Clair College.
Rich Swann with a victory over Trevor Lee as we take you back to how it all unfolded throughout this matchup. Look at Rich Swann. That's picture perfect, Don.
Absolutely. Ever the showman.
It's a party in Canada for Rich Swann. I can't believe we're just getting started tonight. We're going coast to coast on Impact Wrestling from the world famous Arena in Philadelphia. We'll go there later tonight, but coming up next, we're going to Los Angeles and PCW Ultra as Sami Callihan and OVE continue to attack Pentagon Jr. Impact Wrestling is traveling all over the United States here tonight. We're going to take you to California, to Los Angeles. PCW Ultra. Pentagon Jr. was in the ring and he was attacked, assaulted by the vicious and vile Sami Callihan with the baseball bat. Remember what took place last week here at Impact? Remember the tag team match with Callihan and OVE, and they ripped the mask off the face of Pentagon Jr. The attacks continue. Sami Callihan has targeted Pentagon Jr. down, getting out of control.
Oh, absolutely. And this is vintage Callihan.
To say,
do anything,
personal information.
anytime.
Watch the thugs at this point. Jake Christ enters the steel cage, and the numbers game has a toll on Pentagon Jr. Dave and Jake Christ are like vile jackals who will do whatever Sami Callihan tells them to do as they enter the cage and a fallen Pentagon Jr. and watch as the most disrespectful man in all of pro wrestling, Sami Callihan, starts calling the shots.
So you know you're in that wrestling
hyenas.
Callihan is disgusting.
Put some money there. Look at the money.
Sami with that long
Like
hair, he says he's
£3
had it through his whole career. Oh, what is this now?
No. Don.
He's undoing the mask.
That's the identity of Pentagon Jr.
Somebody stop this.
You can't do this.
Don't do it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. What a blatant show of disrespect by Callihan. That jackal, that animal.
Sami Callihan is at it again. Now he's actually stolen the mask that belongs to Pentagon Jr. This is bad business.
I would argue that there's two crimes here that we just saw. One is taking the mask off. That's a heavy thing in Mexican luchador culture. But the other thing is he's stolen it. So he's now got this very sacred piece of equipment
I'm just having a look.
Jr. What's he going to do with it? Where is he going to wear it? Is he going to burn it? Is he going to sell it? I mean, this is a very big deal. This is akin to a major crime of a capital nature, in my opinion.
Stay tuned for more on the situation with Sami Callihan, OVE, and Pentagon Jr. We're bringing you exclusive from Global Wrestling Network as we get closer to Slammiversary.
Win the NWA World's title. Boy, Wolfman in trouble here.
Oh, absolutely, and he's got to get into that penalty box somehow. Right now, Monty Brown's still the only one eligible to win this match.
Fucking
AJ on top of the cage. Oh, man!
What a move by AJ as they put Wolfman in the box. Opportunity here for the
Brock
champ to
Lesnar.
follow up. Charges. Shot for Abyss. Opposite side. Flying forearm shot for Monty Brown.
I'll tell you what unbelievable is AJ was on top of the cage and saw an opportunity. Oh, look at the pound right there. What a pounce that was.
Did you see the whiplash effect there?
Look at this, Monty Brown. Oh, wait a minute, Raven just pulled. AJ out, got the pin outside of the ring.
So now Raven has a chance to hang the belt. Well, AJ's going to go in the box, so we're going to have, check this out, AJ and Waltman both are going to be in the penalty box at the same time.
Raven just running by here, and oh my gosh, grabbing whatever he can get a hold of, and look at this.
He's got him up there.
This has him up there. Oh, tossed by Raven.
Through the trash can, across the ring, and takes out two for the price of one.
Less than a minute before Sean Waltman's back in. Raven and Monty Brown able to do it. Look at what Raven's just done.
Monty Brown shot off chest first into the corner. Clothesline by Raven takes him down.
He's still fine.
Styles and Waltman in the box together. You know, sometimes
WWE won't release Brock Lesnar.
When you're in the penalty box, Don, together. Maybe you work out a plan. I wonder if Styles
He's still under contract until August.
I was watching from here. I was looking through it. I'm glad the camera picked that up.
Way to go there, Mike. You're keeping your eye on that. Sure enough, they're making
he's not released yet.
Working things out.
You already know this for a fact.
You've got to have a partner at some point. Now, you still got to go to win it, but when you've got to
the thought to be pissed off, I wouldn't be in the slightest sad. Waltman is out.
Waltman's out.
Waltman set free. AJ still got just under a minute to go.
Waltman goes right for a trash can. Anything goes in the King of the Mountain match.
And again, Monty Brown and Raven, the only two men who are even eligible to hang the championship belt. And Waltman swinging that trash can.
Yes, I am aware of what the storyline is, Craig. I'm very, very aware. Well, even in the story terms, Brock Lesnar is still a part of the company. In storyline terms, they haven't reached an agreement for another match, but he's still under WWE contract. He works on a per-fight basis on his current proper contract. He is paid per appearance. Yeah, which is why it works for him, because he doesn't have to do any fucking work.
I'll tell you what, now we're going to find out just exactly what AJ...
Oh, back on slam, 2-3.
And now Abyss is eligible. And Monty Brown.
I love how the show on Impact match
on
Impact.
When you're eligible and you've got to be in the box, that's the double whammy. Now I'm curious as to see if AJ and Sean Waltman will work something out together if they have an opportunity. Raven not going to let AJ though.
Oh, it's... You remember like on SmackDown back in the day where they had From the Vault? In the UK where I don't know if it was US, but yeah, we used to have a thing called In the Vault on SmackDown where it showed an old match. This is what Impact does every week, they just show an old match to fill time in this. Basically show you what better wrestling is.
What's amazing is the fact that the world champion AJ Styles isn't even eligible to win this right now. And the numbers game has just been working totally against him, the size.
How long have we got left?
Raven realizes that.
Yes, I'll be live on this video for at least another hour, mate, and then I'm going to watch Lucha Underground.
Styles are the two guys who aren't eligible. It might be better if they tried to work together.
It looks like Sean Waltman's not able to work with anybody. Here's that clash! Here we go!
Styles clash!
Rolls him over. 1, 2.
No! Abyss makes the save.
Nice move right there by Abyss. Don't allow another man to have that opportunity.
Hey, Nichols, how are you?
But all this going on, it's just allowing Monty Brown to catch a little bit of a breather. Nice kick to the back of the head by AJ.
Takes Abyss down to the arena floor.
Oh, what a shot by Sean Waltman.
Waltman swinging that steel chair, and he's just vicious, brutal shots to the head of Abyss.
You can see it right
I'm
there.
good. What's up, Nichols? What's up, mate?
Wait a minute. Could this be?
Not to me. I want to know what's up. I want to see if it can howl for enough. Just anything. I don't like it when people are upset.
Here he goes.
Boom!
Oh my goodness! Did he just do a spiral tap onto the table? You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, I can tell, man. I can tell.
We gotta see that!
I could tell, man.
Watch the pin, keep it
it's not good. Are you on for a GTA session? Maybe tomorrow night or Saturday?
Oh, that was the most unbelievable thing! That's just taking
We'll find out soon, mate.
Unbelievable magnitude.
Boy, I know we'd love to watch a replay, but are we going to have time here while we
get the ladder in?
Getting
we're going to try to slip in. This is proper competition.
Oh, man,
Sam Nichols, I'm up for it.
And what impact! We are back live. AJ's eligible.
Yeah, I'll let you know because I don't know. Tomorrow might be another wrestling stream, but I'll let you know on Discord if you got that. Make a message on PlayStation, whatever's easiest.
He's such a destructive force, it's hard to even get him in the box right there. Holy cow, this thing. Monty Brown comes right off and goes right at Raven right here.
Double sledge on Raven, putting right back into the steel safety rail. Alpha male is reversed.
He slingshots him right into the rail himself.
Okay, I'll message you on something tomorrow. I'll let you know.
AJ Styles knows what he's got to do.
AJ hanging.
Oh, he lost it.
Drop the belt.
Look at this. Waltman, is he going to give it to him? Oh, you got what a sacrifice by Waltman. That's incredible. What a sacrifice. Oh, it was too good to be true for AJ. Oh, can you believe that?
X Factor. 1, 2, 3.
And now everybody's eligible.
Oh, yeah.
AJ just had a chance to hang the belt. AJ had a chance to keep the title. And the relationship with
he's not on Impact, mate. How it works, remember from the vault on SmackDown back in the day, this is basically what they're doing, is they're showing old matches during the show. They show an old match, took a little bit of time, so we're seeing one from like 2004.
It shows you how important this belt is.
Nice game.
You aren't going to be teammates. You're not
Did you
going to be
know
friends.
America never got from the vault in their SmackDown shows?
You just want to be champion.
Waltman writhing in pain.
Hey,
After the beating
are
from
you
Raven.
free? Are you free tomorrow or Saturday for GTA Online?
AJ in abyss in the box as Raven.
Oh, what's he got in his hand? Oh, he's got a staple gun.
God, right in the top of his head.
The only rules are the ones that apply to pinning. Placing the belt on top of the ring, and then, of course, the penalty box. Everything else is legal.
Low blow by Waltman. Takes down Raven. Abyss is making his...
Oh, look at this. Oh, that's where you get him.
Bloody hell, he's stapled up his testicles.
He's just performed a vasectomy right in the middle of the ring.
Jesus, man. And he just turned that on a bit. Jesus, man. Get that staple gun away from him.
Unbelievable. As you see Abyss writhing in pain.
Oh, you
this
look
is Waltman's chance.
You look around the impact zone,
and where's Monty Brown?
You can't believe what they're witnessing in this King of the Mountain match for the NWA title. Waltman putting the boots to the Monster Abyss.
One thing about it, though, you've still got to get a ladder set up, and you still got to climb it.
And you've got to hang the championship belt to win it. Pinned by Waltman and...
Raven going over, taking a shot on Monty Brown with less than 15 seconds. AJ will be out.
Again, 4 of the 5 are eligible to hang the belt and win. Sean Waltman, the only one who hasn't scored a pin.
I want to see what AJ's going to do to Sean Waltman after what Waltman did to AJ.
Heyman's got mental.
What's going on here? Waltman? How's Waltman hanging this?
Well, Waltman got the pin on AJ. You can see this Waltman going up. AJ, you know.
Fighting it off at the top. Waltman and AJ. Look out!
And you see AJ goes right over the top of the table.
Waltman and Styles both down and out on the floor. Zbyszko's handing the belt into Abyss.
And here's his chance. The Monster Abyss. Getting ready to climb up to the top right here. Oh!
Here comes the
AJ bounced him right off the ladder into the table.
Oh, Raven! Even flow DDT on the Alpha Male!
This is his chance right here. Can Raven climb as you feel the fever in the crowd?
Raven heading up the ladder!
He's so close!
Oh, he's got a long way to go!
Oh, yeah, and look at the Monster Abyss is right there with him.
Yeah, now they're going to have a rating.
Abyss on one side, gonna get it.
On the other!
Does he do it? He kicks him off. I don't believe this. Raven is now the world champ.
Global Wrestling Network is available virtually everywhere. Download and subscribe today.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, a promo for that.
The legendary Gama Singh leads his team into action for the first time ever on Impact. The Desi Hit Squad in full force. Gama Singh leads Rohit Raju and Gursinder Singh into battle on Impact. And it happens next.
Let's see if she's put me on there.
Guess who?
Wildcat Chris Harris?
No,
Oh, shit, babe. I didn't think that was you. I didn't think you would go in so early. Oh, you're looking stunning, my darling.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I hope, mate. I'd much prefer to see Lashley and Reigns.
Next week,
Like Lashley and Lesnar.
a match.
You're not Mark. You're a wrestler. You're one of the boys.
Surely you know it.
I didn't know that. When did this come about?
I'm a two-time knockout champion.
I had no idea.
I had a different name then.
That was you. That was you.
It was a different season.
I get it. I get what you're implying. Oh, see, Katriana, that's what I love about you. You're just full of surprises.
I mean, I have the feeling that we may need to still get to know each other a little bit better.
Oh, I like the sound of that, baby. You can show me some of your wrestling moves. Like Sizzles, Hurricane Rana.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you
It's Gamma Singh
and joy of all India, the future of Impact Wrestling, the tag team combination of Rohit Raju and Sukshinder Singh, the Desi Hit Squad.
Yay, I found the Jinder Mahal of Impact Wrestling.
The legendary Gamma in the ring to introduce Rohit and Gursinder. They're going to compete here. Don, how much pressure is on these two young men with Gamma watching now from ringside?
There's a lot of pressure. Gamma's an international legend. They call him the Great Gamma for a reason. They do not want to displease him, Josh.
Rohit Raju and Gursinder Singh have Gamma and all of India watching them tonight.
And that was the Naomi of Impact, DJZ.
Introducing their opponents,
They all declared.
of 380 pounds, DJZ, and you ever C&E.
Talk about pressure. C&E, they've got to quickly forget down what happened last week where they lost their World Tag Team titles to LAX.
From the frying pan into the fire, going into the teeth of the lion with Gamma Singh in the corner of the Desi Hit Squad.
Spoke to Andrew Everett and DJZ earlier today. They said they have to have a short-term memory. They have to get rid of what happened last week, and they have to focus on the Desi Hit Squad. Meanwhile, you've got Rohit and Gursinder looking to send a message. The tag team division's starting to heat up, and the tag team titles rest around the waist of Santana and Ortiz.
Gamma Singh held titles all over the world, including tag team titles. He's forgotten more about pro wrestling than most of us will ever know.
So much happening right now in Impact Wrestling. You can see it all on our Twitch channel, 24/7, twitch.tv/Impact Wrestling. July 7th, we will be live in partnership with Rise for Rise of the Knockouts. Just outside of Chicago, go to rise/wrestling.com for more details. And we have another special in July as well on the 29th. We'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina in partnership with AML for AML Confrontation.
Oh.
Don, we've seen a lot from Rohit Raju. Haven't seen much from Gursinder Singh, but Gamma's got them ready to go. They are fired up.
I saw them training. Gamma has them doing Hindu squats, Hindu push-ups, traditional wrestling training.
Nothing traditional about Andrew Everett.
And I know for a fact Gamma Singh does not think a lot of Z&E. Feels they represent decadent Western culture.
And Rohit slammed down by the former tag team champions, Z&E. Cover here by DJZ and a kick out by Rohit. So Gamma has the Desi Hit Squad training in a more traditional old school style?
Absolutely. Indian club training.
What is Indian club training?
Big, heavy clubs.
What do you do with the clubs?
You swing them around. We'll get you a little trial with it.
The Desi Hit Squad miscommunicated there for just a second, and you're getting a little center here. using his power and height advantage and quickly makes the tag to Rohit.
Gama Singh uses corporal punishment in the training of these two wrestlers.
Boom.
He's very hands-on, you might say.
Right now, DJZ has the Desi Hit Squad discombobulated.
Great back elbow.
And the fans at Windsor appreciate what they're seeing.
Come on, DJZ.
Gama may not be used to this kind of high-flying action.
Oh, there you go. You got caught.
They better move quickly because
Andrew Everett. Oh, slice straight through. What the fuck? They just threw him into
Yeah,
him.
that's a different strategy that Gama brings to the table for this team. Suckered Z&E in.
Trying to get the full line working. Exactly.
Big drop kick. And the Desi Hit Squad are looking great, like a seasoned tag team.
Shoulders down and a kick out. Done so often tag teams, so you have to have hundreds of matches to get to the level that we're seeing right now from Rohit and Gursinder.
Yeah, well, you could fast track that experience by having someone like Gama advising you.
This is a huge test for the Desi Hit Squad taking on the former tag team champions, but they are holding their own here tonight. Maybe better than holding their own.
Absolutely.
Here comes Gursinder, sidestepped by DJZ. There goes Rohit.
Gama has stated that they will take over Impact Wrestling by any means necessary, whatever that means.
And it looks like we're going to see Andrew Everett take flight. Springboard!
Oh.
That's Andrew Everett. And this place has erupted after this. From one half of the former World Tag Team Champions.
All the way down the aisle.
How did he turn his body around in midair? Rohit Raju trying to pick the ankle. Everett fights free. So athletic. Don, you made a great comparison last week about C&E.
Look at that vault.
Boom! Everett springboard! Spinning heel kick! Right to the forehead, and Rohit breaks it up at 2.
Lovely. Come on, D. Okay, that's one of the.
Should they try to slow down Z&E?
Well, we've got the buzz off this shit there, pal.
These young guys have got kind of drawn into this idea of being more athletic than Z&E, but that's a tough game to win.
Gursinder in trouble right now. Z&E starting to fire on all cylinders. Trying to get back on the winning side of things. Shoulders down, and Rohit again saves this match for the Desi Hit Squad.
Yeah, the Desi Hit Squad are on the run here a little bit.
Beautiful leg sweep. Oh!
Massive slap.
Gursinder waiting for Andrew Everett. Big kick!
Come on. I think he's got it.
Lines him up. Look at that knee! Sky high!
That's got to be it. 1, 2. Oh, DJZ breaks up.
Great save by DJZ.
We've seen so many near falls in this matchup.
Oh, and he tosses them out.
Rohit to the outside.
Massive. And
certainly breaking
nope,
down.
Pick him up
Yeah,
and
this is bad
slam.
news.
Pulls through.
Here they go.
Flip.
One.
Flip.
Oh, God, right in the ribs.
He hit him right in the bollocks, then.
And now Andrew Everett.
Yeah, Z&E are getting ready to finish this. Oh, Gama. Oh, Gama's on the apron, Josh.
This match should be over.
He's got a problem with
Oh,
the
no,
referee.
he's getting distracted.
I don't blame him.
This doesn't seem like the right time for a meeting with the ref. Gursinder.
Oh, look.
1, 2.
And they
And he
stole
got 3.
What do you mean?
Here are your winners, the Desi Hit Squad.
Big win for
Gama
them.
Singh picked the either the best opportunity or the worst opportunity to get the attention of the referee.
What is wrong with you? Haven't you ever seen a basketball coach in the NBA talk to a ref? He's well within his rights, Josh Matthews.
In the middle of a play?
Well, you got me there.
Well, nonetheless, for the Desi Hit Squad, it was a great call. And Gama Singh, credit the assist to him, and C&E trying to put the pieces back together, but a big win for Rohit and Gursinder thanks to Gama Singh. More to come, folks. We're going to hear from Pentagon Jr. after what transpired in Los Angeles, California. We'll also sit down with the #1 contender for the World's Championship, Moose. And we're going to Philadelphia. We're going to House of Hardcore to see the latest on the issues between Eddie Edwards and Tommy Dreamer. This you're not going to want to miss from Philly tonight on Impact.
Good rivalry.
Hey, Sammy Gala. Tengo un reto para ti. ¿Qué te parece si lo hacemos al estilo mexicano? Lo hacemos como debe ser la lucha libre. ¿Qué te parece? July 27th, Slammiversary. Una lucha. I want this match. Más versus Hero. Para que me entiendan, máscara contra cabellera, como debe de ser la regla arriba de un ring. Si no entiendes, te voy a explicar. Si tú me ganas, yo me quito la máscara. Pero si tú pierdes, yo mismo cortaré tu horrible pelo y le mostraré al mundo lo feo que eres. ¿Y sabes por qué? Para que se te quite de no haberte metido con el mundo. Porque yo soy Pentagon Jr. el cero.
That was a decent promo.
Challenge has been laid down by Pentagon Jr. for Slammiversary. What will Sami Callihan have to say? At Slammiversary, Moose is going to challenge Austin Aries for the world title. Here's an exclusive with the #1 contender.
For those who don't know much about me, I grew up from a very tough neighborhood. It was one of those things where my mom wouldn't let me and my 3 brothers go out. We would constantly hear gunshots at night. At one point in my childhood, I saw my brother get robbed at gunpoint. My mom wasn't really a fan of sports. My mom was a fan of her kids. So whatever her kids wanted to do, she 100% supported it.
Ooh, this is a cool move.
Syracuse was a big step for me. I think it was the best decision that I made because without Syracuse, I don't think I'll be sitting in front of this camera talking about my lifelong journey. Being drafted in the 5th round at that point was the biggest accomplishment of my life. I remember my mom in her bedroom when she saw the ticker and my name come across the screen being drafted to Atlanta Falcons. I just remember her screaming and running into my room while I was on the phone with the GM of the Falcons talking the details. It made me happier seeing the way she reacted than actually me getting a phone call about the Falcons getting drafted. I feel like the difference between the love I had for football and the love I had for wrestling is completely different. I think I loved it because I was drafted by the Falcons. I had my family there, I had friends there. So it was easy. Football was easy at that point because everything that I needed was right there next to me. And 10%. So football, like I said, wasn't a real love for me. Professional wrestling is.
Moose made a bold prediction that he will be world champion in 2018. He has a chance, Don, next month at Slammiversary. Will that prediction come true?
I think the stars are all aligned for Moose right now in a way that they haven't been before. Moose has a size advantage, he has an athleticism advantage. The only thing he doesn't have, and this is very key, as you know, in a title match, is experience. But Moose is my pick to be the new Impact World Champion.
We also have exciting news. Impact Wrestling is heading to Mexico. We will be on MX52 starting in July. Stay close to ImpactWrestling.com for all those details. We heard from Pentagon Jr. earlier. He's issued a challenge for Sami Callihan. Mask versus hair. Do you think Sami's going to accept?
I think Sami never takes a step back, so he probably will accept. And what a bombastic match this is. I mean, you know something's going to happen. Either you're going to get to see Pentagon Jr. without his mask, which is epic, or we're going to see a man, Sami Callihan, get his head shaved, which is the ultimate humiliation. And can you imagine how ugly Callihan is going to be with no hair, Josh?
We'll hear from Sami Callihan later tonight to see if he accepts this match for Slammiversary. We now head to House of Hardcore and the
we're going to see some Tommy Dreamer stuff. I'm not waiting for that.
Eddie Edwards appears in the ring
Boom!
with the kendo stick, and he goes after his former friend, Tommy Dreamer. Don, this has gotten way past normal, way past sports and wrestling. Eddie's accusing Tommy of being romantically involved with his wife.
Tommy Dreamer's a busybody. He sticks it. Look at Tommy. He's busted wide open. Tommy Dreamer sticks his nose into other people's lives. And this is what you get. Oh, my God. Brutalizing Dreamer with a stick.
This is in Philadelphia at House of Hardcore at the world-famous ECW arena. And
oh, God.
Eddie's got to stop. This is uncomfortable to watch. Tommy Dreamer was oh, wow.
Oh, God. No one is safe from the rampant paranoia that is Eddie Edwards.
Unhinged is putting it lightly. He has gone off the deep end. Don, Tommy was a mentor, a friend to Eddie.
He was the last man. He bailed him out of jail, Josh.
Yeah.
Eddie Edwards in his quest to destroy Sami Callihan. He was warned by Dreamer, you're going to lose everything, and that's exactly what's happening. Look at Dreamer, busted wide open.
Eddie's entire life is slipping away from him. Reality is slipping away from Eddie Edwards.
The rage, the paranoia has taken control. He is the definition of a crazy person.
Eddie Edwards standing over Tommy Dreamer. The crimson mask all over the face of Dreamer.
Well, don't involve yourself with people's families, with people's wives, with people's business, and that's what Dreamer has done.
Don, all he was trying to do was help, and look at him now.
The hardcore legend laid out in the middle of the ring by Eddie Edwards. My God.
Eddie Edwards belongs in an insane asylum.
Eddie, what's that about, dude? Eddie, you're going insane. What is that about? Moose. Eddie, I know you're here. You're letting Sami win this Dude, what is that about, man? He's been on our side the whole. Leave me the alone! Look at you.
He's gone insane.
What will happen next in the saga between Eddie Edwards and Tommy Dreamer? Still to come tonight, our main event, it's Knockouts Action.
Madison Rain versus
Madison
Tessa
Rain will
Blanchard
face
to
Sue
be
Young
making
at
an event.
Slammiversary. She's got Tessa tonight. But coming up next, it's Desmond Xavier, one-on-one with Matt Sydal.
That'll be good.
Well, this is what transpired at House of Hardcore in Philadelphia. It was Eddie Edwards getting into the ring, going after Tommy Dreamer, attacking Tommy, and leaving the hardcore legend a bloody mess in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, man, we got a little clear over here.
Yeah! This is good, I'm good. I'm good.
Was it
yo, nah, you know what I mean? It was, you know what I'm saying?
I know who it was. It was probably Peaches. You got it.
Could have been, it could have been, it could have been, but yo,
I can't leave.
yeah, no, it was good, but yo, look at the title, look at the money. Yo, I got cigars, man. Come on, man, yeah. Everything's good right now. So what tell me, yo?
Yeah,
What do
good.
you mean,
Well,
what, man? Well, Mr. Weird, what about potato? Yeah, it's 3 kids. What's up? Oh, speaking of the devil. What's up, man? How you feeling? Good. How you feeling? What's up?
What's up?
Good damn Alex. I want Homicide and Hernandez back.
What's up, man?
What's up?
You know, before we even get into anything, you should have denied because you risk being slapped in the face with being exposed. And if you get exposed, that makes you look like a liar. Nobody likes a liar.
All right, hold up. Number one, you ain't gonna threaten me and say you're gonna smack me in the face how I not do it. You know what I mean? You feel me? You smell me, man? I do tough things, man. I do tough talk, huh? You're gonna make a move, man. Make a move. You feel froggy, jump, man. Jump. I'm the one who helped these boys out. I'm the one that got their hunger. I got them hunger going, man. Where were you at? Where were you? You were laid up in a hospital bed, huh? How she is that? Come on, man. What do you mean, what?
Cállate, por favor. You know, our warfare is predicated on deception. You think you're playing me? I'm playing you.
Hey, John. See, man, get your man.
What do you mean?
Yo, get your man.
Bro, look. You got straps are back. The money's flowing. The money's good. Like, what's going on? Talk to me.
Yo, man, he may have you guys fooled. He don't got me fooled.
Fool for what? What are you talking about?
What do you think? Him taking over, that was a coincidence? You don't think that was by design? Wait, when have I ever lied to you? Would I lie but make some up like this? This man's reputation and his life is on the line. I wouldn't make that up.
This dude is from the block, bro. Like, what? I don't understand. Can't be.
I got proof and soon I'm gonna give it to you.
Yo, I gotta get my mind straight, dogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing 190 pounds, Desmond Xavier!
When I got to the arena earlier today, I saw Desmond Xavier staring up at the lights. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm making sure that they're high enough here at St. Clair College for me to jump off the top rope. Desmond Xavier is incredible.
He really is special athlete.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent. He hails from St. Louis, Missouri. He weighs 165 pounds. He is the Impact X Division champion. Open your third eye for Matt Sydal.
We're going to talk all about Matt Sydal defeating Brian Cage, but we'll do it right after this. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. It is Desmond Xavier going one-on-one with the X Division champion of the world, Matt Sydal. Don, I thought it was amazing that throughout the break, Sydal didn't move. He just stayed down in that yoga position. I think he was meditating.
Well, he probably is. And I mean, this is one of those rare occasions where I would say Matt Sydal does not have the athleticism advantage, because I don't know that there's a better pure athlete pound for pound in professional wrestling than Desmond Xavier.
We saw a great match between these two at One Night Only, Zero Fear.
Well, that was impressive right there. I can't do that, can you?
I can't even sit like that.
No.
Sydal tells Desmond, open up your third eye and namaste, and wants to shake hands. This is the kind of guy that Matt Sydal is. He's off the grid.
Well, for sure, Desmond's third eye is not open. There's no question about that.
Desmond goes low. Watch out for the combination of kicks from Desmond Xavier.
You notice he literally backflips out of that drop kick. That is incredible.
The human video game, Desmond Xavier. Where'd Sydal go?
Smart move by Sydal. You don't want to get dove on? Don't stand there.
That's great. But where did he go?
Under the ring, apparently.
And Sydal has the attention of Desmond Xavier. The referee was able to see, and now here we go.
Dave.
Whoa.
Looking at Dave Meltzer's star ratings for NXT for Money in the Bank, and he gave the worst match ever in life, or one of the worst matches I've ever seen, Roman vs. Jinder, 2.5 stars. He gave it more than Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn, which wasn't actually a half bad match. More than the Bloodbath vs. Collins and Gallows.
He's got a ground-based
More than
submission
Carmelo and
style now. I don't
Asuka.
think we'd ever see that from Matt Sydal.
No, it's incredible. It's like the last couple of months, we're just seeing a different Matt Sydal.
Wow. How powerful was that clothesline? Did Desmond catch him in the face with that?
He did.
Tremendous opportunity here for Desmond Xavier. Don, do you think if he wins this match, he will earn a future title opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. I think that would be a shock to professional wrestling, but you'd have to say he's in line if he could pull something like that off.
Come on, Matt Sydal.
Oh, wow. Just crumpling the leg of Xavier.
Matt Sydal showing off his strength here, strong style.
Dragon screw leg whip. And this is where Sydal's so dangerous. Gets a body part, and he's got so many ways to break you down.
Desmond Xavier, he's in a tremendous amount of pain right now as you take a look at the torque right there from Matt Sydal, now in slow motion. Watch the knee and the ankle.
Oh, wow. Kept that foot cupped under his bicep, and that'll tear an ACL, an MCL, and an LCL.
We are getting word, ladies and gentlemen, that after this matchup, we are going to hear from Sami Callihan. He has an answer to the challenge laid down by Pentagon Jr. for mask versus hair at Slammiversary. And this is what we talked about before, Don, the submissions of Matt Sydal.
Yeah, fireman's carry into a throw, right into a submission, now floating over into a half Boston Crab. And this is well, he let it go.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I think it was bothering his hip a little bit. Boston Crab's not an easy hold to maintain. Puts a lot of stress on your own calves, on your own thighs, and on your own hips.
Desmond, I can show you. I can make you stronger. I can enlighten you. I'm in this with you. It's my heart for you. I believe in you.
Ooh. Matt Sydal can officially say, Don, that he was the first person to ever defeat Brian Cage.
Well, a tainted countout victory, to be sure. But that's the new Matt Sydal. Any means he has to, he'll use it.
I want to know if there was a business decision or a business deal made between Sydal and Jimmy Jacobs and Congo Kong for coming out during the match to cause the countouts.
Jimmy Jacobs turning into a bit of a renegade alternative businessman here. Cutting deals. No one knows what's behind it.
And
From
you
the
like
mind
that?
of Jimmy Jacobs. I like Jimmy Jacobs.
Desmond Xavier, he has not been the same since that dragon leg whip from Matt Sydal.
54 pound left.
You think there's a lot of corporate executives that have sparkly blue fingernails like Jimmy Jacobs?
I don't think there's one.
750 court save, so yeah, I feel like it's fine this week.
Next week, right here on Impact, we continue to emanate from Windsor, Ontario, and Killer Cross will have his first match down.
And you notice what Sydal has done here is he has turned this into a bit more of a ground-based wrestling match by going after the knee of the high flyer.
Great two-step process from Matt Sydal. He took out the knee, the ankle of Desmond Xavier, and now trying to slow it down against Dez. Nice snapmare.
Oh. And to your earlier point, Josh, I am petrified of the man they call Killer Cross.
Now, what's he going to have in store for all of us next week? Sydal may be taking a walk. I never know what's going through the mind of Matt Sydal.
And look at Desmond now trying to hit this move. Wow! But tweak the knee.
A big move from Desmond Xavier, but Don, I want to get your thoughts. Was it the right move from Desmond? It's beautiful, but watch the knee.
Yeah. And that's the difference between these two. Everything Sydal does in a match from the opening bell has a method behind it. Desmond Xavier just hits moves, just uses his athleticism. That other piece will come in time, but it's not there yet. Sydal has all the strategy, and it's executed to perfection.
Xavier going to the top. Sydal threw the referee into the ropes. And
watch this, watch this. Wow!
Connects, stacks him up in a victory.
Here is your winner, the Impact X Division Champion, Matt Sydal.
How smart is Matt Sydal? A wrestler's wrestler, Josh, and an enlightened man to boot.
What Don is talking about, if you guys didn't see it, Matt Sydal pushed the referee into the ropes. It caused Desmond Xavier to lose his balance. Falls off, Sydal picks, well, now what's going on?
Look out, I know, wow! Wow, he's even bigger than normal. What a freak, what a mutant. The Swolverine, the machine, there's Kong,
Congo Kong.
Congo Kong in hot pursuit of Brian Cage.
And we talked about Jimmy Jacobs. He's calling the shot here, telling Kong to damage Brian Cage.
Anarchy rules on Impact Wrestling, and Cage and Sydal, and everybody's down.
Nailed him with that brand new X Division title. And Brian Cage has been brutalized by this unholy alliance of Jimmy Jacobs, Matt Sydal, and the monster Congo Kong.
And Jimmy Jacobs is...
Look out, Josh. Jacobs telling him, crush him.
And Kong over the top.
Oh! 340, crushing Brian Cage. And have we ever seen Brian Cage in this position? I have not.
So much just transpired. The new monster of Impact Wrestling has taken out Brian Cage with this. Oh! The entire ring shaking.
Oh.
And Congo Kong leaves Brian Cage.
And as Matt Sydal and Jimmy Jacobs solve the riddle of the machine, Brian Cage, time will tell, Josh.
Earlier tonight, Tessa Blanchard told Madison Rayne it was a fluke the last time you beat me inside the ring. What will happen when these two go one-on-one in our main event? Madison Rayne's got Sue Young at Slammiversary. She's ready for Tessa in our main event next.
Oh, main event time. Sorry, I've just got a quick...
historic Impact Wrestling tonight for the first time ever at St. Clair College in beautiful Windsor, Ontario, Canada. The show continues in just a moment, but right now we need to hear from Sami Callihan. Will he accept the challenge from Pentagon at Slammiversary?
Pentagon Jr., you want to put out a challenge for Slammiversary. Your mask versus my hair. I don't even got to think about it. I'm going to straight up say I accept. Because I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of you. I ain't afraid of nothing. You may have everyone else in the wrestling world fooled that you're some sort of Mexican zombie, but I know exactly what you are, my friend, and that's a phony. You're just a really good professional wrestler wearing a mask. So here's the thing, come Slammiversary, you're gonna put your mask on the line against my hair. My hair that's been everywhere with me. Every company I've worked for, everywhere all over the world, blood, sweat, tears, lost jobs, lost wife, lost girlfriend. This hair has been with me through everything. But I'm willing to put it on the line for one thing. And that's the gratification of having to watch you in the middle of the ring take off your mask in front of all your friends, all your peers, and all of your fans. You, my friend, will never be able to walk the streets of Mexico again without your head down in shame. Shame! Shame! Slammiversary. Callihan, Pentagon, hair versus mask. Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
So Sami Callihan accepts at Slammiversary. It's official. It's Callihan versus Pentagon Jr. It is hair versus mask. What's going to happen live on pay-per-view? Don, how about this international four-way? You got Johnny Impact, who's returning to Impact Wrestling. He's got such a buzz behind him. Speaking of buzz, the Bone Soldier from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ishimori will be in this match, Phoenix will be in this match, and Rich Swann. How great is this four-way going to be?
Oh, this is going to be incredible. You talk about athleticism, you talk about the best athletes from all four corners of the globe. That's what we're talking about right here.
Next week, Phoenix will go one-on-one with Rich Swann right here on Impact Wrestling. Also next week, Killer Kross makes his in-ring debut. We'll hear from Tommy Dreamer after his bloody beating at the hands of Eddie Edwards. And we'll also see Brian Cage go one-on-one with Congo Kong. Brian Cage's opportunity at Matt Sydal will be on the line at Slammiversary. We're going to see that match next week. Our main event is still to come here tonight, but before we get to that, let's hear from the world champion himself, Austin Aries.
Austin, you heard what Moose had to say. He's going to train harder, faster, smarter. What are your thoughts on everything?
What are my thoughts on everything? Well, first of all, new girl, let's celebrate the fact that we once again finally have one undisputed world champion in Impact Wrestling with one undisputed title belt. And that's the one that sits on my shoulders. But you know, unlike nature, when you're on top of the food chain, you're not the hunter, you're actually the hunted. And I'm being hunted by a moose. You know, Moose, I sat and I watched your story, very heartfelt. But it's just like everybody else's story. Boo-hoo. You sacrificed. You had to work hard. You gave up everything to chase your dreams. Well, so did I. The difference between you and me is I didn't fail in my first career choice. You're on choice number 2.
Such a dick.
Let me tell you, choice number 2 is going to end like choice number 1. A failure. You see, we all have a story. We all have a story we want to tell. Well, next week, Moose, I'm going to tell my story. The difference between your story and my story is mine ends with victory. Mine ends with triumph, not tragedy. You see, I know when I'm looking in a desperate man's eyes, and I know that desperate men are dangerous, and you are desperate. But you're no match for the belt collector. You're no match for the undisputed world champion. You're no match for Austin Aries. So train as hard as you want. What we should be doing is praying.
Pray that you leave our screens. Yes, he left our screens. My prayers were answered.
We are moments away from our main event. Knockout section. Tessa Blanchard versus Madison Rain.
Yeah, this should be a good match.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from North Carolina, Tessa Blanchard.
Don, the reputation of Tessa Blanchard before she came to Impact Wrestling was that she was overconfident, she was brash, she was arrogant. Tessa Blanchard has lived up to her reputation.
And here she comes, Madison Rain. Let's go, Madison. I believe in you.
Introducing her opponent from Columbus, Ohio, Madison Rain.
Madison Rain has an opportunity on Sunday night, July 22nd at Slammiversary to become a 6-time Knockouts champion when she goes one-on-one with Su Yung. All of Madison's attention will be on Tessa Blanchard in our main event next. The first ever Impact Wrestling from Windsor, Ontario, Canada in St. Clair College features the main events between Tessa Blanchard and Madison Rain. Down the first time that they went one-on-one, Madison Rain, a quick schoolgirl and a victory. We called it a major upset.
Yeah, and I think for Tessa, wrestling Madison Rain was a great learning experience because
shoulders down.
I don't know that Tessa's been in the ring with someone that's as skilled and as experienced as Madison Rain.
Another gaining opportunity here from the 5-time Knockouts champion and a kick out of 2. This match came about because of what happened earlier tonight. Madison Rain was in the ring talking about Su Yung, talking about Slammiversary, talking about her daughter, and Tessa interrupted her.
Well, Tessa does that. You mentioned earlier, she's brash, she's overconfident, but she's great. And she's mean, and she's sadistic, and I could go on and on because Tessa Blanchard might be my favorite knockout.
Last week, Madison Rain defeated Taya Valkyrie. Now in her second match against Tessa Blanchard. Tessa, she's so powerful, so forceful.
Everything is done with the intent to harm, Josh.
Oh! Is she undeniable, Don? Will she be a Knockouts champion?
Well, Madison Rain has had her number in their previous encounter, but this is a different Tessa.
Shoulders down and a kick out of 2. Yeah, I don't think we'll catch Tessa slipping in this match.
No, I don't think so, and she definitely got a size and power advantage on Madison.
After what we saw earlier tonight, we know that next week Brian Cage is going to go one-on-one with Congo Kong. And in that match, Brian Cage's opportunity to challenge for the X Division Championship hangs in the balance.
Tessa maintaining wrist control.
Oh! Another short arm clothesline from Tessa Blanchard.
Puts her whole body into those clotheslines. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's textbook. Saito suplex. Drops Madison on her head.
High and tight. Tessa again goes for the cover, trying to make quick work of Madison Rain, who again kicks out at 2. Don, I know you had a conversation with Tessa about the 3 stars on her boots.
Yeah, absolutely. Representing the 3 generations. She talks about it. Her grandfather, Joe Blanchard, her father, Tully, and of course herself. And let's not forget, her stepdad is Magnum TA. What a great lineage, unparalleled in this business.
Tessa said that she was in this business before she was born.
Come on, Madison.
Nightmare here to Madison Rain.
Oh! Oh! And no kick pads on the boots of Tessa Blanchard.
Another cover.
And that looked painful.
Very deliberate kick from Tessa Blanchard to the spine of Madison Rain. Don, is Madison at this point thinking about Su Yung? Is Su lurking around? Will we see Su, or is she fully enthralled in what's happening here?
Well, I think one of the other differences here is Madison has a lot on her plate. She's a mom. She's a former Knockouts champion. She's got a big match coming up. Tessa Blanchard is only focused on being the best professional wrestler in the world.
And at home right now, Madison's daughter, Charlie, watching this match, again past her bedtime, but she wants to see Mom pick up a victory in the main event. Madison counters, shoulders down, Tessa down, and Tessa pops free at 2. Oh! And Don, that's what happened in their first match. It happened just like that.
Madison is a great counter wrestler, and Tessa's got to be careful.
Tessa looking to use her power. Look at this. Oh!
Great delayed vertical suplex by Tessa Blanchard.
Will it be enough to secure the victory? Shoulders down, and Madison kicks out at 2. Frustration started to set in for Tessa. Don, is that the only chink in her armor, perhaps? Is that she gets a little too frustrated too quickly?
Maybe just overconfidence, I would say.
Tessa up top. Madison out of the way. Here comes Tessa Blanchard, misses wildly. Madison step up in Siguri. Rocks Tessa to the corner.
That's that counter wrestling ability of Madison Rayne we talked about.
Back and forth they go off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl, head scissors connects. Madison's got Tessa off balance right now, needs to keep on her, and here we go. Off the ropes, and Madison with a sliding clothesline. Shoulders down, and Tessa again kicks out at 2. And now perhaps Madison Rayne wondering, what do I have to do next against Tessa Blanchard? What do I have to do on the doorstep for Slammiversary? Where we know we're going to see Sami Callihan one-on-one with Pentagon Jr. It's hair versus mask on Sunday, July 22nd.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That is going to be epic, Josh Matthews.
Madison trying to fight out of this move here by Tessa Blanchard. We've seen Tessa use this in the past. Did you see her eyes, Don? Oh! She's intense.
She's mean, she's vicious, and she's sadistic.
Tessa looking to put away Madison Rayne right now!
Yeah, that might be all.
Into the cover. Tessa hooks both legs, and Madison Rayne somehow, someway kicks out at 2.
Amazing.
Talking about Slammiversary, we know the main events. Don, you've predicted that we're going to get a new world champion in Toronto on the 22nd of July.
Yeah, I mean, I love Austin Aries, but I just think Moose is an incredible athlete and all the pieces. The table is set for Moose.
Madison was able to set her feet there. She's trying to get away from Tessa Blanchard, create space, create separation. Tessa is closing the gap quickly. Madison with a spear!
Would you say, Josh, that Tessa Blanchard is a wonderful role model for young women everywhere?
Tessa?
Tessa.
No.
Why not?
I think Tessa has a bad attitude. Tessa carries herself in a way that I just don't think is role model-esque, and I don't think Tessa wants to be a role model.
No, she wants to be the best wrestler, not just the best knockout, the best wrestler. What more could you ask for if you had a daughter than for her to turn out like Tessa Blanchard?
And Madison and Tessa going back and forth here. I'm just trying to imagine a world where there's more than one Tessa Blanchard. I don't think we have enough room for all those egos.
Well, you might be right about that.
Ooh.
Wow, great strikes by Madison.
Will we see this big time boot to the side of the head of Tessa? Madison winding up the ripcord cutter. Tessa throws it off. Tessa,
oh God, the sternum.
That'll take all the oxygen away from the #1 contender for the Knockouts Championship.
Wow. Just laying those boots into Madison.
You can see Madison trying to keep her guard up, and this is where we've seen Tessa. Oh,
yeah.
You can't do that.
She can do whatever she wants.
Tessa, looking to put away Madison Rayne. Crucifix. Shoulders down. Tessa's down, and Madison Rayne takes another one from Tessa Blanchard.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Madison Rayne.
Don, she did it again.
She is unbelievable. Tessa Blanchard might be undeniable, but Madison Rayne is unbelievable, but she's going to pay a price now.
No celebration for Madison Rayne as Tessa has exploded.
Madison Rayne has picked up her second victory against Tessa Blanchard, but Don, I don't think Tessa's done with Madison Rayne.
She's got a chair.
Oh boy. Steel chair in hand. Tessa's looking for retribution. Tessa with a windup. What's this?
She's got the Undead Brides with her, Josh.
The Knockouts champion, Su Yung, is here.
Okay.
Su Yung has arrived on the scene. Tessa Blanchard frozen, petrified, as Su Yung and the Undead Bridesmaids make their way to the ring. No one is safe. Sue is directing the bridesmaids.
Tessa gotta be wondering, what have I gotten myself into? I don't need any of this.
Tessa continues to survey the environment as Su Yung and the Undead Bridesmaids have surrounded the ring. Wise move by Tessa.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Madison Rayne is in a world of trouble.
Don, there's 5 Undead Bridesmaids, and then there's Su Yung. Sue's directing traffic.
And I hope Madison's family is not watching this at home, Josh, because this is fixing to get ugly. Ah!
The Undead Bridesmaids!
Fans chanting for Rosemary, but Su Yung put her in the ground.
Sue looking to do the same to Madison Rayne. Will Madison make it to Slammiversary?
Picking her up.
Looking for the panic switch. What's this? She's back! It's Allie!
Come on, Allie!
And the vegan Slayer is taking out the Undead Bridesmaids! Don, we haven't seen Allie since she was put in the coffin by Su Yung.
Well, she looks like she survived, Josh. And she looks like she's got revenge on her mind.
Allie comes to the rescue of Madison Rayne, but the date is set. It's July 22nd. It's Madison Rayne versus Su Yung for the Knockouts title at Slammiversary.
Damn, that's gonna be good. Hello, Jimbo B. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give this video a like. Please support me by just liking, watching, everything else. All massively helps. I'm just going to go and load up Lucha Underground, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.